Hi everybody, I am Sam I Am, and you're watching Sam I Am Tarot. If this is your first time here, welcome, and if not, welcome back. I have been away for a minute, y'all. Whew, it's been rough. Rough, I tell ya. But we're not gonna stay focused on that. We're gonna focus on the positive things and move forward. So, yes, I have been away for a while, but I'm here now. So, let's jump in and get started. I've already spoken my prayer over my cards. Oh no, I burned a hole. Just put this on here. Okay. All right, Spirit. So, show me what messages you have for the collective. What messages do you have for the collective? Let's move this. What messages do you have for the collective? Show us what you have for the collective, Spirit. What messages do you have for the collective? Okay, so someone is moving forward. There's a new path that someone is wanting to take, or you have already taken. This could be you or whoever's in your energy. Okay. Or somebody might be thinking about moving forward. You're, making plans to move forward, move towards something. You're having the confidence that maybe you didn't have before to take a new step. Okay. So maybe walking away from people that are, gossiping and just a bunch of negative energy. This could be you, or like I said, someone in your energy. So this could be you moving forward from people around you that you feel like are not for your highest good. So these people, they may spend a lot of time gossiping, and you're, now you're wondering like, damn, if y'all talk about these people like this, how do y'all talk about me? So what else? Yeah, these people, they might be influencing you or the person that's on your mind to like get involved in things that are not for their highest good. Drugs, maybe partying too much. Okay. And so I feel like you're, thinking about your abundance, focusing on yourself and how you, want to move forward. I don't know if these were in the upright or not, but I picked them up in the reverse. It's the Queen of Swords and the Two of Cups in reverse. So yeah, there's a lot. I feel like these people might be talking about you, or you may have heard that these people are talking about you. This is one person though. I feel like out of these group of people, there's one person in particular that you feel like is talking about you. And there's a disconnect between you. You and this person, this may be your best friend or someone that you were very close to that you thought had your back, but this person is actually, part of the reason why you have this bad reputation or that people think these negative things about you is because it's this person that you trusted. It's someone that you felt like was, like I said, was your friend, someone that you felt like you could trust. And that's why it's hard. You're kind of like wanting to move forward, planning on moving forward, having the confidence to move forward. Because I feel like for some of you, this other person may have been like the voice of your group, or like the person that always spoke up or whatever. And that's how everybody just always expected them to be. And you're starting to be like, you know what? I'm too focused on my money. So like this person might be seeing that. This feminine energy that's gossiping, they're seeing you as someone like an enemy now. They feel like you think you're too good for the group because you're trying to level yourself up, and they don't like that. So they're talking about you, and you're feeling that disharmony. You're feeling a shift in this relationship between you and this person. And if this is not a woman, then this is, again, feminine and masculine energy, take it as it resonates. It can be a man or a woman, okay? So if you're this, man in this Queen of Pentacles energy, then you know what I'm saying. All right, so but I do feel like someone is in this very nurturing energy of, you know, making money, bringing, you know, finances in, focusing on your money. Maybe you're thinking about making some different investments or something like that. And I feel like this person, this Queen of Swords in reverse, is jealous of that. So they're talking about you and telling people that you know, making up lies about what you're doing, how you're getting your money. They might be saying you're out here spending all this money and, you know, partying and doing all this stuff when it, you know, they're the ones that encourage you. They were the ones that kind of like, girl, you spend too much time by yourself, come out with me. And then you went out with them, and now they're talking about how you spend so much time out, you know, you for the streets now. So now we have the Four of Swords. Yeah, this relationship, I feel like it started to feel overwhelming. For a lot of you, I feel like you're taking a break from this relationship just because, even if you have not, okay, for some of you, you have not heard anything that this person is saying about you, but you feel a shift in the relationship. Something is off between the two of you. You're not as close as you used to be. You're finding yourself pulling away from this person, pulling back from them. You're not telling them things. And so it is because you've been feeling like this anxiety, you know, like, I don't know, this person, like, now, I don't know, when this person comes around, I just feel uneasy. I don't feel like myself. And so you're taking a break from them. You know, you're taking a break from this connection just to be to yourself and kind of figure your own thing out. You know, so aside from being around this person or these people, you are thinking, you know, you're wanting to level yourself up, and it's got nothing to do with anybody else. You know, this is what you're wanting to do for you. And I don't feel like that's the case with everybody. I feel like there's one person in particular, there's a feminine energy in particular that is upset at what they see you trying to do. And a lot of you, I feel like you know who this is. You know who it is. There's one person in particular that you feel like, that you know, that when you, as I'm reading this, as I'm giving you this message is a confirmation. Because I feel like you're listening to this and you're just like, could it be this and this and that? No, the first person that you thought of, the person that makes you uneasy when they come around, that's who it is. But I feel like it's going to be revealed though. Whatever they're doing or saying is going to be revealed to you. Somebody from your friend group is going to come back and tell you what's being said. Yeah, you're letting go of this pain. You're not putting up with this anymore. And it's not, I don't see you as like, I don't see you as trying to like confront this person or like make a big scene or, you know, let it be known that you don't want to be friends with them. You're just walking away. You're just like not doing it anymore. You're letting go of and I feel like some of you, even with, you know, before you started to realize or recognize like the feelings that you were having around this person, in terms of like, you know, you're starting to feel uneasy when they come around, or you just feel like something is off. But even before that, I think you were starting to notice in your life, as you're like hanging out with this person, like y'all were always around drama. There was always some shit going on. And it wasn't necessarily that you were involved in it, but you were just noticing, you started to notice, like, I'm tired of this. Like, every time we go somewhere, that something's popping off. Like, you know, this particular friend, this Queen of Swords in reverse, is getting into an argument with somebody, or they sending their food back, or it's always something going on with this person. And you're just like, I you know, you've been feeling away for a while, but it's now just starting to like, because you're moving in a different energy than this person. Because I feel like you were both, you know, on the same path. That's why there was this Three of Swords here. I mean, Three of Wands. Is because at one point you were on the same path with them, like the both of you were doing things similarly, and now you're on a different path. You're wanting to do things differently. And they don't like that. So now all the people that that this person used to talk about, now you're one of the people that they talk about to other people. And ever since you did that, big changes have started to happen for you, and if they haven't happened, they are coming in quickly. So you're going to start noticing some things like an uptick in money and opportunities and people that can bring you those opportunities to get the money. So I just feel like, you know, you had to leave this person behind so that this shift could come in. Okay? And it's coming in quickly. Yeah, you're gonna know what this is. This is gonna be a big opportunity that's coming in after you let go of the responsibility of this person, of like maintaining this friendship. You know, sometimes we get stuck in situations because we're just like, oh well, I've known him for, you know, 20 years. I've known her for 15 years. And so we stay for that reason, and it's like, nah. If all you have is time, then what do you have? Yeah. And it's been a challenge, 11:11 on the timer. It's been a challenge. This person is challenging you, like, you know, they feel like they're in competition with you. And that's been the biggest thing. You've also started to notice that whenever you start to say like, oh, I think I'm going to try, I'm going to go back to school. And then all of a sudden they're like, yeah, girl, I just enrolled in school. I'm getting ready to start taking these classes to do so and so and so and so. You're just like, you ain't never talked about going to school before. But you didn't say anything because, of course, I feel like you're like, you don't want to seem petty. So you know, you just letting it go. You're just like, oh, you know, okay, girl, that's great. You know, I'm happy for you. But they weren't doing it to really to better themselves. They were doing it to compete with you. You went out and got a loan for something, and they were like, yeah, I just went to the bank, I'm thinking about getting a loan, and you're like, why is it that every time I start to do something, you start to do something? The same thing. Not just your own thing, but you're starting to, you know, okay. Yeah, you are starting to pull yourself together. You'll come up out of, I'm telling you, being around this person, you was in this energy. This 9 of swords energy. 10 of swords, I'm sorry. And now you're starting to come up out of that, and they don't like it, y'all. They don't like it. And I feel like this is this person's energy too. Like, they're afraid. They never saw you moving on from them. They never felt like you would ever, you know, not be friends with them. And now that's happening. And they don't know how to handle it. Because you've always just kind of let this person be who they were. And they took that for granted. You know, they didn't realize what a treasure that is to have somebody that just accepts you for who you are. Yeah, so now their ego is conflicting with yours. Like I said, they're jealous of what you have going on. And even though I feel like for some of you, you're still, some of these things that you're doing, you're still working on. They haven't come to fruition yet. But the fact that you're having these ideas bothers this person. Yeah. They're just trying to sow discord in your life. They're trying to, you know, they just want you, they don't want you to be in this good energy. Yeah. Who is this? So there's a King of Wands in the reverse. I don't know who this is. This masculine energy that's coming in with these lies and deceit. Who is this King of Wands in reverse, Spirit? Who is this King of Wands in reverse? Who is this King of Wands in reverse? Oh, a new beginning. Okay. What is going on here? I feel like you're keeping to yourself. This is you in this energy. Some of you, this is you in this King of Wands in reverse energy. You're kind of like just pulling your energy back so that you can have this new beginning. Hmm. For some of you, I feel like this was you started to believe these lies, or okay. This could also be this other person, this Queen of Swords in the reverse. This could be them in this masculine energy, because it's their masculine, a masculine energy to be like competing with someone. You know, everything that they're doing to try to take you down. Like, I really feel like they're trying to do character assassination. Like, they really don't want people to like you. Some of you may not even know this. You may not even know that this person is doing all of this behind your back, because they're trying to stop you from having this new beginning. They are pissed that you're having this new beginning. This person is just lying. They've always been a liar. They just never revealed themselves to you, and now that they reveal themselves and you're pulling your energy back, they don't like that. It's always been about them. Yeah, there's a light at the end of this tunnel. You're going to get there. You are going to achieve everything that you've been wanting to achieve. You're going to have it. You're going to get these things that you want. You're going to have this life that you want. Okay, what else? Let's see. Let's go with the Kipper. Y'all, when I tell you, no matter where I sit, my back has been hurting me. What else, Spirit? What else is going on with this situation? What is going on with this situation? You about to get a message of concern. Somebody's about to send you a message. This is going to change everything. 1 + 4 is 5. So this might be something that's going to say, they're going to try to send you a message to change your mind about something, because they see you shifting and going in a different direction. So now somebody's like, oh, I got to stop her from leaving. I got to stop him from walking away. So now they're going to send you a message that's going to make you be concerned. Something about your future. This person is just trying to stay in your life. They see greatness in you. They see that you have the potential to be big. And they want some of that. They're not going to be able to, because you know who they are now. But that's what they were hoping. They were hoping that this message of concern, this person might be telling you like, oh my God, I got kicked out, I'm homeless. Like something dire that may or may not actually be happening. For a lot of you, I feel like it's not actually happening. Whatever they calling you with, whatever situation they're coming to you with is not actually happening. They're just trying to, you know, stay in your good graces. I didn't I just tell you, bad health. This person is really just trying to keep you like, you know, I'm sick. But look what's on the bottom of the deck. This false person, I'm telling you. They are sick over, if they're not physically sick, this person is sick over the fact that you're walking away from them. They can't take it. What else is going on with this person's spirit? Look, on top of message of concern, I'm telling you, they spend a lot of time thinking about this situation, thinking about your connection. This could be a female friend or a male friend. What else, Spirit? What else is going on? Y'all, this story is starting to turn. Who is this privileged lady, Spirit? Who is this privileged lady? Is this story starting to turn? Who is this privileged lady? A mature woman. Okay. So this could be somebody that's older. This person they live a life of luxury. Some of them may not have to work that hard to have the life that they have, or they're just very well taken care of. 21:12 on the clock. They may be very well taken care of, and there's a 12 here. So 12 might be significant. But I feel like this person they spend a lot of time. You know what? I don't know if you've ever seen The Count of Monte Cristo, and two friends. One friend they're supposed to be best friends, but one of the friends is jealous of the other one, even though the one that's jealous, he was raised wealthy, he's got all this money, he's very well taken care of, but he's jealous of his friend because his friend is got a beautiful girlfriend, he's got a stable relationship, and the woman that he's with doesn't care that he doesn't have all this money. So Edmond Dantes is the man who is the guy who ends up like, his friend is jealous of him. And so he goes about trying to ruin his whole life, which he does for a while. The jealous friend ends up ruining Edmund's life for a minute, for many years. And I feel like that's what this person is. Like, I feel like they may not have necessarily grown up wealthy, but they may have, they may have their circumstances in life may be better than yours at this point. And they're still very concerned, and it's like, but this person is older than me. Some of these people might be older than you are, and you're just like, why are you jealous of me? There might be someone in your life that they're jealous of. They may even have somebody that they're in a relationship with, but that's going on a different pathway. I feel like the two of you, this could be a same-sex relationship. This could be, just two very close feminine energies. But one is, I feel like you thought they were mature enough to, to know better. Like they would never do something like this. And so I feel like you're just surprised. I feel like you're concerned. You're very concerned that this person is like, you have all of this money and wealth and things around you, and you worried about what I got going on. I feel like they're also concerned because they see you going into, I'm telling you, they see you being someone of privilege. They see you having this life of luxury. And it's lasting. I feel like they see you being, this is whatever you're getting ready to embark on, or I feel like they see you as having the potential to be wealthy from young adult life into your old age. And they're worried about that. They don't like it. Well, my goodness. Say upright. Nope. Yep. The imprisonment was in the reverse. Yeah, they're trying to keep you trapped, and it's not gonna work. Despair. I'm telling you, they are very concerned about what's going on with you. Very. And I just saw in prison on the bottom of the deck in the upright. And I feel like the jail, I'm thinking of the line in Color Purple. She's like, the jail you made for me is the one you're gonna rot in. And I feel like that's what's happening with this person. And they can't take it. Okay. There could be somebody coming in that wants to date you. That was a weird segue. What is this? What is this courtship? Or this could be this person trying to come back in and act, because they're in despair now. They're coming back in to try to date you, to try to make amends. And if this is not like a lover's situation, then I feel like I said, this person is just trying to come back in and get in your good graces. Like they really want to try to court you as a friend again, so that you feel comfortable with them. But you're going on a new pathway. Said this before. You're going on a new pathway, and there's nothing that they can do about this. They're upset over the direction that your life is taking. Oh my. Another message. Pathway. What is this new pathway, Spirit? What is this new pathway? You headed into a gift, y'all. You headed into a new way, a new life. We got a main male with a message. So there might be a masculine energy coming in to give you a message. They might be trying to tell you what this other person has in store for you. This could be someone that you know, and they're letting you know. This could be a mutual friend, because remember at the beginning of the reading I said there was a group of friends, and there's one person in particular that doesn't like the direction that your life is going because they're jealous of it. And I feel like this could be one of the people in that friend group. It doesn't have to be a man, but a masculine energy is coming towards you to give you this message to let you know, like, hey, so-and-so is not really trying to be with you again. They're not trying to be your friend. They're trying to keep you from having this sudden wealth. And what they're trying to do is steal from you. And they're working hard at it. They're working hard at it. Yeah. They're working very hard to steal from you, to keep you from having the life that you're supposed to have. But it's not going to work. It's not going to work, y'all. Okay, one last. Let's see what tea we got. I'm so glad to just have a different reading than what we normally been having, y'all. The twin flame situation was taking me out. I mean, there's nothing wrong with love, but sometimes it's good to know what else is going on. You know what I'm saying? Fake flexing. I told you. They out here like so this person might be giving the appearance that they're this privileged lady, but that's not what their life is really like. They're out here pretending that everything is, glitter and gold, and it's not. And they don't like the fact that you're actually going towards real glitter and gold. Okay. What else? See, this is what's happening with you. You're spending your time reflecting on this connection. Reflecting on yourself, reflecting on the direction that your life is going in and what you want to achieve moving forward. Oh, so this person might be threatening because they want you back. Like, okay, this person might be losing their shit. Like, what's going on with you? They're just bothered by the fact that you don't want to be with them, that you don't want to be around them. And guys, if this is, what I'm getting friend vibes or same-sex relationship vibes. But if this is not that, but the message is the same, that's what matters. Energy is energy. But if the message resonates, that's what's most important. Okay, so put yourself wherever you go. But like I said, if the storyline sounds like, oh, that's me, but I'm not, I'm a masculine, and that's, she said feminine, put it where it goes. You know what I'm saying? Because it's really just the message that's that needs to come through. That's the most important part. Because they wanted you for money. They were with you for money. This person was, befriended you for money. Yeah, trying to hustle you because they're clout chasing. They just want to impress everybody. They liked the way it looked having you around. But now you're moving in silence. They don't know how to take that. So now they're going to try to start drama. Remember I told you there's all this drama. Every time you go out with them, there's always some shit going on. And so now they're trying to do that with you because you're not telling them anything. You've got all these plans and you're making, moves to do your own thing. Start a new business, get that loan, go back to school, whatever it is. And so now they're trying to create bad karma for you. But it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. This is what's going to happen for them. Like I said, the jail they made for you is the one they're going to rot in. This is what's getting ready to happen for this person because they're trying to do everything in their power to stop you from getting to your goal. And it's not anything having to do with, you not liking them or whatever. You're just doing things differently and you're noticing that this person is also doing things differently. You're just noticing like some of the, the games that they used to play, and you're starting to like, and you've never not noticed it, but it's become more pronounced. They're starting to create a bad reputation for themselves. Ever since you walked away, see, what people didn't realize is that you were the good in this connection. You were the good thing in this connection. And now that this person is kind of out there on their own because you distance yourself from them, people are starting to see who they really are. It's way too many, but it's like fake smiles on the bottom. So they're pretending like everything is cool, but it's really not. What else? What else is going on? Oh, Single White Female much? If you know, you know. That was a movie from was that the 80s or the 90s? Whichever one. I think the 90s. But now this person is trying to be like you. But not they trying to imitate you. Dressing like you. But remember, oh my gosh, remember when I was saying earlier, every time now that you're trying to do something, this person comes back and they're just like, yeah, I just got me a loan and I'm gonna start this. And you're like, you weren't thinking about getting a loan until I said I was getting one, or you weren't thinking about going back to school until I said I was gonna go. Okay, be careful. If you start to have legal issues, this person is probably involved. Yeah, they're in their head a lot about this because you're ignoring them. You're not paying any attention to them. You're completely uninterested in what this person has to say. Because all they do is talk shit. Yeah, don't. Oh my goodness. This person is like, they hate your spirituality, but they're dabbling in it at the same time. This is what's going to help to create this bad karma that they're going to get. It might not be happening right now. They think everything is sweet right now. Yeah, but you are bothered. You're taking care of yourself, drinking your water, keeping your skin clean, exercising, whatever it is, and they're meanwhile they still fake flexing. They still pretending like everything is cool and it's not, and you moving on because you're unfazed. Oh, okay, y'all. I can do that all day. All right. But yeah, be careful around this person. Some of you have already distanced yourself from this connection. Some of you are in the process of doing so and you were waiting for some kind of confirmation. This is that confirmation to move forward. The writing is on the wall. You trust your gut. You've been feeling that this relationship is off, this connection is off, and it is, and it's time for you to move in a different direction. That doesn't mean you have to go out and like, I don't want to be friends with you because A, B, and C. And I don't feel like you're gonna do that anyway. I feel like you're just gonna start making different moves, things that are more conducive to bettering your own life, and they're not going to like that, and the distance is going to grow organically. It's just going to start to happen just because you're doing things differently. Okay. But like I said, just be careful around this person because they are going to start talking about you, spreading lies just to try to, get people to not like you, to not be friends with you. But it won't work. You got a lot of good things coming in. Distancing yourself from this person is the right thing to do. That's what's going to bring in the abundance into your life. Okay. All right. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you. I hope that this reading resonated with you. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.